Alrighty, let's see what we got today. Base and alchemy. The alchemy cards are apothecary and herbalist. Not a whole lot going on here. There's no village. The main draw is all terminal, smithy and moat. Apothecary is draw in the sense that it draws you coppers, but on its own, that's not getting you any other cards in your hand. Sometimes Apothecary plus a Sifter like Warehouse or Dungeon could be bona fide draw. There's nothing like that here. Or Stellar, I guess, would be a good example from the base set. Plus buy is Herbalist, which is rather weak. And trashing, there's no way to get your deck any thinner. Mine trashes coppers, but just turns them into better treasures. So this is just pretty weak Kingdom all around, I think. Not a lot going on. So probably playing big money. What does that look like? Maybe like one copy of Militia, one copy of Bandit, and then that might just be the size of the deck. Yeah, bot agrees with opening with a Militia. Got Bandit now. I've been attacked. Take a second silver. This might be a kingdom where you just buy gold on 6. I think gold's probably better than Poacher for the goal of just hitting a province. Ah, don't want too many terminals. Uh, yeah, I think I really just want one gold and one band or one bandit, one militia, and I think the rest of the game is just going to be clean victory points when we get there. Probably a little bit early to be thinking about gardens, but I could imagine buying gardens here at some stage. I swear I tried to click that estate like 3 times. I think maybe. Ooh, that wasn't a great draw. If they once they trigger this shuffle, maybe is a good time to start scoring. Where even on non-8 turns, consider buying duchies and gardens. I hit the gold, that's good. Is Moat or Herbalist better than nothing? Herbalist, almost certainly not. It's just a terminal copper. I'm never gonna have enough money to make use of the plus buy. Moat is a draw card. It is terminal, though. It blocks Militia. The bot has 2 Militias. I think that's enough reason for me to take a Moat. Even the Moat itself ends up being a dead card. If it stops me from discarding another card from my hand, it might have had value. I have on provinces, but the bot has those gardens. I would certainly buy gardens if I had 4 money this stage of the game. I've just been hitting 8 and 2 back and forth. This might just be an estate, actually. Okay. I ought to know what those bottom 2 cards are, and I have no idea. Have I played my militia? I feel like there's a militia down there. I don't think I played my militia yet this shuffle. I could be making that up. I think I'm just going to play the bandit and buy. So get 21 cards, 24 cards between the discard pile, the deck, and my hand, plus 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so this Gardens will be worth 3 because that was my 30th card. So Gardens is at minimum worth the same as Duchy and could potentially be more before the game ends. Mm, probably the militia attack matters more, and then I can buy an estate. Bandit, I could play a bandit, buy a copper, get 2 cards in the deck, which might matter if I was more likely to activate the gardens, or if I had more cards. I've got 1 gardens in the deck. I don't think it's enough to worry too much about that. Can I hit 8, please? The dreaded 7. 7 again. I think the bot is the type to buy the penultimate province even when behind on points and just take the gamble. And I don't think that's an unreasonable play here. So I wouldn't be surprised if it does that. Alright, here we go. Got that province. I'm not out of hot water yet, but this definitely puts me in the driver's seat. Maybe I should just start. I don't think it makes much of a difference. I mean, playing this poacher is effectively just going to be cycling one random card off the top of my deck, and that's a pretty ambiguous value, so I don't think it matters much. I do need to hit 8 eventually. The bot has more gardens, and that could pose a problem if this game goes super long and get some more the garden bumps. Fortunately, it looks like there's a good chance this could just end on Duchy Gardens Estate, even if I never get to Province. Okay, yeah. That was a kingdom. Bot got a bunch of gardens. So the bot played with 2 militias. I played with 1 militia and 1 bandit. I think I prefer the bandit. I got a bunch of golds on my deck. Uh, all 6 of which came from the bandit, and I won't hear otherwise. And given that the game ran long, I think the golds paid off. I certainly would not mind having more gardens. I just think my draws didn't work out for it. And I definitely could conceive of potentially having like 2 militias and a bandit. Militia's not a bad card. But I think I like the bandit. I think that paid off. It was still a close game. You know, if I hit 8 slightly fewer, the bot hits 8 slightly more often, that definitely could have swung in the other direction. I think it was closer than the in-game score let on.